I glossed over Olga in previous videos, so let's talk about her a bit more here. She is the bulky traditional grappler character. Compared to Winifred, Olga is much slower. This applies to both her movement and frame data, so she probably isn't going to be outspeeding opponents. However, her health is much higher than most other characters, and her damage output is top class. If you like characters like Zangief, Pachimkin, or Daimon, she's like that. To sum up her story very briefly, she's a royal guard from the kingdom of Pannonia. One day, during a raid, Julia takes Olga's locket. This item belonged to her mother, so she goes on a quest to get it back. Just like with Winifred, I made several placeholder assets for this character before I showed her to the team. The Tensai staff members then used those placeholders as the basis for the final artwork. I chose the order of development based on which characters would be the easiest to implement and animate. For example, Olga's move list reuses a lot of animation, so she is one of the easier characters to work on. That is why she was prioritized over Gwendolyn, a character that is more involved, since she has a special unique meter and 3 sisters she can summon. To be fair, Olga does have a unique mechanic where she can level up her traits such as her damage output and movement speed, but this is still not as complex as some of the other characters. Before anyone on the team begins working, I prepare a lot of these things in advance. Then the team understands what I want based on that. This helps us save time, as we don't have to go through a conceptualization phase where we try to create a character from scratch. I've already established the basic design of the character, how they sound, 動揺してしまった how they behave, 少し休憩しませんか and so on. So they know what the character is generally like, then just work based on that. For example, I said that this character is a huge, imposing warrior that stands at 230 cm, but is also kind and can show mercy when she wants to. So based on me telling them that she isn't a violent killer, but more like a noble warrior, they understood the description and got to work. I haven't talked much about the system in a while, but the overall design philosophy is the same as before. Shorter combos, managing resources across rounds, and stages that affect the match. Some mechanics that were originally planned as universal systems have been removed. I felt like having too many universal mechanics would make the game too homogeneous, so I may use some of those scrapped ideas as individual character abilities in the future. But putting all of that aside for a bit, while Olga still has a lot of work ahead of her, I'm happy with the progress on her so far. Next time, we'll take a look at Gretel.